Hello everyone, this is Farsky and we are at it again. Now I was really looking forward for this episode because I really was excited to do a couple of stuff. As I'm gonna see over here on the map, all those bleeps that I've talked to you about a few episodes ago, or yeah, I think a few episodes back. Apparently are not actually submarine parts. They are basically events or places of interest, more to say. Yeah, a chunk of my life is actually missing because one of the sharks really thought I was tasty, apparently. And I must say the audio itself is before it's recorded after the video was shot. I really did it all, present everything and stuff. I was really proud of myself, I must say, but at the end of it, it seems my audio didn't really want to record. Yay for that. So I'm gonna do, I guess, a voice over. Okay, back to the matter of hand. So the little bot needs about 5 that I was, I guess, circling with my cursor, needs about 5 energy globes to actually be repaired. Now, these two chests are one of the bleeps on the map, and a bit to the left, there's another base. That's not mine. That was there. It's sort of a ghost base. It's littered with stuff. And the plan was to go investigate and see what those bleeps were. I thought they were submarine parts. Apparently not. So the plan for today would be for us to go. Well, I would have wanted to go for the chests first and then make a run for the base, but that will probably gonna attract more enemies. And the chests, I must say, they're probably at a much lower well, not altitude, but much lower depth than the minimap or this map actually shows. So it could possibly be that there's going to be like a run and a loss of oxygen without really being worth it. So we're just gonna go directly for the ghost base. I'm gonna call it the ghost base, I guess. Oh, by the way, the base don't expect to be filled with oxygen. It's filled with water. It's submerged, basically, or affected or something. No idea though if you can actually repair them. That's something for me to research. And I will do it. I will research it. Don't you worry about, because I really would like that base, to be honest. Okay, that was about it. After the initial planning and a lot of the scanning of the map, telling you all the things that I tried to do and did, I pretty much just went and go for that little base of ours. By the way, as you can see, our potatoes have grown. This was just before I've left for the base that I talked to you about. They're not yet ready to pick, but they're pretty close. So we're going to come back to the base. We're going to have a nice harvest, which we can really use upon. And every potato gives about a planted potato gives about 3 back. So we're going to have a bunch of them. And well, I guess we're really looking forward to that because we're not doing so good at food. We made some fish runs basically for food, and it went well. We got some provisions, I must admit that. But overall, the fish isn't all that extraordinarily. It only lowers about 15% of the hunger, so it does sort of, as you can see. So you need a couple of them, about 4 of them, to really make a dent into the hunger, to really fill it, or at least 3 of them to try to survive. By the way, the bandages are only going to work when you are first or initially bitten or harmed by a predator in some way. There is a chance you will bleed out, basically, or you'd bleed, not bleed out, and the bandages are the ones who are going to stop the bleeding itself. Otherwise, they're not really useful for anything else. They don't repair your life or pretty much anything else. Right about now, I was thinking if I should go for the chests or directly to the base. I'm gonna figure for the base because I didn't really trust my oxygen tank to really resist that much, and as well, I didn't really want to get any predators on me and get them nearer to the base. That they really sort of hunt you down. As long as you don't do too much blood to the surrounding fauna, you're pretty much set. They're just gonna roam around in a certain perimeter, and they're gonna do just about fine. The predators themselves, I do need to mention this, they're not Well, they're not gonna attack you like, you know, directly just at first sight. As you can see, there's a barracuda. Actually, at night, I encountered 3 barracudas, could you call 3 barracudas a skull? I guess not. I confronted them like straightforward, just passed near them because I was really in a hurry, didn't have that much oxygen. That was just when we've discovered the little base. I'm leaving the... there we go, we have a shark as well. It's not gonna attack us because, well, we're not really in his face. I guess that one will really attack. Barracuda did sort of circled around after me in the instant that I'm talking about, but it didn't really hunt me down. I guess maybe that's what Barracuda does or something. And I left those coins on the seafloor because, oh, there we go, have like another one. I didn't really know if I'm going to survive this, but little did I know that the coins, while taken, they don't really care. You can really lose them, basically. And there we go, we are right into the base. Didn't take that long to get to it, and pretty much now I feel like in a maze, and I'm trying to figure out, I guess, my way around this small corridors. These are planting pods. You can use your hammer to remove them, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them all, try to plant them back at home. There we go, that was actually a mistake. We took a piece of the floor. That's not necessarily a good thing. And we could strip all this place down, by the way. I'm not going to take any of the working tables, there's no point in it, but I will get all the things that the chests have, as well as the chests. Now, you can't really remove a chest directly while it's like already filled with stuff. You need to empty it and then get the chest itself from where it's sitting. I have some carrot seed, some flour, some glass walls, a bit of fish if I'm not wrong, and I think there were some energy orbs, which are really great. 2 spears, which I'm probably not going to use. Actually, there's not 2 spears, there's 7 and 12 of them, because you can shoot them up if you have that harpoon thing. There we go, more glass walls, some minerals. That's copper now, that's like gold. And I don't mean like gold, because you have gold in the game, but it's pretty precious, the copper itself. Basically, when I discovered this base and the 2 chests, which, by the way, I didn't see them on the ground, I don't know where they are. I was actually coming this way to try to find some copper mines. I thought maybe there will be something this way. And, well, we uncovered this, which it was pretty neat, because all the things we're gonna get from this base is gonna pretty much help us a big, long way back at home. I guess maybe I should have stayed and pretty much stripped the place clean. But we didn't really do that. We just took all the stuff that we could and, well, just moved on afterwards. Now let's see what we're gonna find on the second level over here. It's pretty much just empty rooms apparently, at least for a few of them. You have like an upper level in which you can go within the sea. In normal life that would just, without a door, that would just flood the lower levels, but oh well, who am I to judge? I think we saw all the rooms in the second floor, I don't know for sure. As you can see, this is like an observatory or something. I'm a bit hungry, by the way, about 60%. Oh yeah, you can swim up, but it could... Oh, there we go, I went like all the way off the base. And I'm a bit dizzy right now. I don't really know if I've seen the levels that I'm on or not, but I'm gonna find my way pretty easily, fast enough. So we've been here. Our hunger does continue to grow, of course. This will be like the uppermost level, and we're gonna have even more planting pods, which we're gonna take happily. No question asked. Now the base itself, this ghost town, is pretty neat. I guess I wouldn't really build that big by myself. I would see the point, you know, because, well, if you have the time and it's especially at night, you have enough food and you don't need to go out, but you have the resources, you can't really do much, because if you get outside at night, you're gonna get attacked, more than likely. And it's not pretty. You could even die, by the way. You could use the base. Oh, by the way, you could build your own base to try to make a bit of a defense, I guess, overall. But don't expect too much defense, because the enemies themselves will actually charge you. Now over there on the I guess on the ceiling, I don't know what that's all about. I guess maybe that's just trapped air. I guess that would be what the emoticon is about. Or then again, maybe it's just where I guess the ceiling is broken, and maybe that's why the entire base is filled with water. Now I think it's getting about kind of late, close to the night. I don't know for sure, but I know I'm right about now. I'm trying to make a run for it for the base. I don't really care about left or right. I'm not even gonna care about. Oh my God, that's a shark. As you can see, I mean, we did pass it, but not by much. So if it would have attacked us, it could have done it anyways. Probably if you stay like in one place too long, right in front of him, he's not gonna forgive you. But apart from that, you're pretty okay. You're pretty safe. You shouldn't really get attacked that much, especially not in daylight. At night, well, you're gonna find schools of it. There was like another shark. I think that was a hammerhead, and I'm really not going the right way about now. Oh no, that was a barracuda. It usually stays around here, at least in my map. Maps do differ, so expect different environments, different pathways for the predators, and different landscape, by the way. I must say I don't really like my map too much, but it's doable. I'm surviving it, so it's all good. A bit of an added difficulty is even better. Now I pass like right beneath the shark. About now I'm thinking that he's like right upon me, and I'm not all that wrong. And there we go, we are back at home. Now, back at home, of course, you're not going to see much more. We did a bit of a building off camera. I'm just going to set pretty much everything down. I'm going to arrange the planting pots and plant my potatoes. And also the carrot seeds, of course. I thought I had 3 carrot seeds, but apparently I only have like 2 of them. I'm showing you the bot over here. Now, I have enough energy orbs to actually go and repair it. But the bot itself is not going to do that much. Is that really worth it overall? I guess it's basically just like a carrying dog. You can put stuff inside his inventory. That would be really neat while you don't have that much space in your inventory, of course. But and right now, at the beginning of all of it, we're sitting pretty decent, so we don't really need any. I guess the most logical thing to do after this episode would actually be to go for those 2 chests, but I don't know if I can actually get to them, and unfortunately we don't have enough materials to actually really go and craft ourselves the next layer of armor, or I guess diving suit and tank as well. I really thought I had enough for the tank, but apparently we didn't. We're gonna cook some of the meat. That one is manta ray meat. It only lowers about 5% while raw and about 20 while cooked, so it's pretty neat. It's better than the fish, but the fish you can get way much easier and way much faster in way much different places. So I guess the fish is gonna be the main source of food until we really can grow our culture itself. The potatoes cooked, they lower about 25% of the hunger, so they're actually the best that we found so far. No idea about the carrots though, no idea whatsoever about the carrots. We're gonna have to actually see them while grown. And as you can see about right about here on top of the base, well, not on top of the second layer, we have our potatoes set. And as you can see, each harvest gives you 3 potatoes instead of the 1 that you planted. Now that's a pretty fair trade. We have about 27 of them. I mean, my God, that's a lot. But we have also a lot of planting pots. And we're gonna do just about that actually. After I'm gonna arrange a bit of an inventory, we're going to set all those planting pots and cultivate back the potatoes and the carrot seeds. I'm really looking forward for those carrots. I don't think they're going to give more than a potato would. I mean, there's like no logical aspect for them to do that. But apart from that, it's going to be like more food. That's just like wonderful. I'm hoping they maybe grow faster. I guess that would give an edge to them and maybe a possibility, well, not a possibility, but make me sort of change my mind and want them more than the carrots than the potatoes themselves. But I guess we're gonna see when they actually grow. That's one of those 2 are actually going to be the planting pots for the carrots. I didn't really know how to plant. It was selected in my bar, but I didn't read what it says on the screen. Press E to plant, and I was clicking and clicking and clicking, but nothing really happened. It was sort of weird. I thought I broke the game or something. Ooh, there we go. We have a barracuda right next to our base. And as I said, with the parts we've gotten from the ghost base, or whatever you want to call it, derelict base or whatever, we actually extended a bit our own base. Unfortunately, as I said, it was off camera. I didn't do that much, just a long corridor and another room with glass windows and a way down to dive within the sea, or I guess to the seabed. Basically like another place to go in the base in case of emergencies, something like that. I kind of wanted to see how far away from the main bulk of the base I can go. I kind of forgot the number, but it's not that far. At a certain point, I was figuring maybe you can build a base in such a way to protect yourselves, you know? Like making all those structures that you can go beneath and go back fast within your base to be protected, you know, from predators. But doesn't really work out. They thought about it apparently. Somebody must have done that. You can't really go that I guess that far away from the main bulk, the main position, the main I guess well, the main base itself, the main part of the base. And well, to be honest, the rest of the clip doesn't really is not really that worth seeing. I'm just gonna try to build the armor, and I'm not gonna be able. Now I'm explaining the percentages on the food and how well and good they are. I will set up all the chests, and I will sort of sort them out and all my resources. I'm gonna enlarge a bit the base, but that's pretty much all about it. Nothing more than that. Okay, so if you enjoyed the clip, give it a big like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'm gonna pull this one a bit shorter, and I guess I'm gonna see you guys next time.